So screen is visible now. Am I audible? So today I'm going to start the second type of the problem, that is a temperature effect and fabrication error. So these two effects we have to consider for the analysis of truss. Before that, we have solved the first type of the problem where we have analyzed a plain truss. Okay, and I think we have covered the two problems. So I think now you will be able to solve the problems using the steps, that stiffness method, and if you have the practice on that, then you will be able to solve the any type of the problem. Okay, so here we will consider the second type, where we have to consider the temperature effect and fabrication error. So these two effects will be considered while analyzing the truss. So there is some say theory related to this. We will see that theory and what exactly we have to do, that we will see, and accordingly we'll solve the problem. There are not that much changes in your steps. Okay, whatever the changes will be there, that we will see, and accordingly we will solve the problem. So due to the change in the temperature, the truss members either expand or shrink. However, in the case of statically indeterminate trusses, the length of the members is prevented from either expansion or contraction. Hence, the stresses are developed in the members due to changes in temperature. Okay, stresses will develop in the member due to the changes in steps. So that stresses or that force we have to find out for each member due to the change in temperature. There may be the rise in temperature or there may be the fall in temperature. Okay, according to the atmospheric condition. So that we have to encounter that problem, and accordingly we will have to solve it. So similarly, the error in fabricating truss members, when there is a fabrication of the truss members, so there will be the fabrication error. So that error in fabricating truss members also produces the additional stresses in the trusses. So if there is a fabrication error, so either the truss member will become too long or it will become too short. Either the truss member will get expand or it will get shrink. So that is due to what? That is due to the fabrication error. Okay, so members too long or too short. Okay, due to the error in the fabrication. So that error in fabrication truss members also produces the additional stresses, or we can say the forces in the truss. So that effect also we have to consider for the analysis. Okay, so these two effects we have to consider. So first of all, we will see the temperature effect. Okay, so when we are assembling the load matrix, load stress Ri means that will be considered in your load matrix. Okay, so there will be change in the load matrix values. This temperature effect will be considered in the load matrix value. So equivalent joint load due to change in temperature, that is denoted by AET. AET. Okay. As you know that the load matrix equation is AC is equal to AJ plus AE. Okay. But when we are solving the normal truss, plain truss without any effect, then AC will be equal to AJ. Okay, and AE क्या रहता है? AE मैंने आपको बताया था कि it is a equivalent joint load matrix due to the load on the member. So due to the effect of temperature and due to the fabrication errors, okay, there will be changes in the member, means there will be additional force will develop on the truss member. So you have to consider that temperature effect and accordingly you will have to assemble that AE matrix. Okay, member पे लोड आएगा तो उसमें AE matrix जो रहेगा वो जीरो नहीं रहेगा. That will be that you have to find out. Okay, so here we will consider a truss member of length L, area of cross section A. The change in the length delta L due to change in the temperature is given by, okay, delta L is equal to alpha L delta T. Delta L is change in length and delta T is the change in the temperature. Okay, so force induced in that member, that is denoted by Q, that we can denote it by Q or F, which is equal to AE by L into delta. That is nothing but F is equal to K into delta. K is stiffness coefficient. So for truss, stiffness coefficient is AE by L into displacement. Displacement क्या होगा? There will be change in the length. Okay. So either the temperature due to the temperature effect, the force which is developed in that member, that may be compressive force or the tensile force. So it is equal to Q is equal to AE by L into delta L. AE by L into delta L. So we'll put this value A delta L. This is a delta L is equal to alpha L delta T. This is a standard formula है ये. Okay, where alpha is the coefficient of thermal expansion. Okay, if there is a temperature effect, that coefficient of thermal expansion you have to consider. L is the length of the member and delta T is the rise in temperature, rise or fall in temperature, whatever it may be. So we'll put this delta L from the above delta L. So after simplifying this, you'll get the value of Q, that is equal to AE alpha delta T. AE alpha delta T. तो ये फॉर्मूला आपको ध्यान में रखना है. Okay, so there is a condition that if temperature rise, अगर temperature rise हो रहा है, okay, then compressive force will be induced in all the member. Rise हो रहा है temperature, so there will be the compressive force will be induced in all the member. So C is nothing but Q. Okay, C is nothing. Compressive के लिए we have denoted C. So compressive force will be induced in that member, that is equal to AE alpha delta T. ये फॉर्मूला आपको ध्यान में रखना है. AE alpha delta T. And if temperature fall, then tensile force will be induced in all the member. If temperature fall, tensile force आएगा. That is equal to again AE alpha delta T. That means we can write down C is equal to T, which is equal to AE alpha delta T. But compressive force है, so you have to accordingly you have to show the nature of force. Compressive मतलब towards the joint. Tensile force आ रहा है, so accordingly you have to show the nature of the force. But the magnitude of that force will be same, which is equal to AE alpha delta T. What is A? Area of the member. E, modulus of elasticity. Alpha is new here. As there is a change in temperature, that coefficient you have to consider, which is equal to coefficient of thermal expansion, which is equal to 12 into 10 to the power minus 6 per degree Celsius. And delta T is temperature. If there is a rise in temperature, fall in. So this value will be given to you. Accordingly, you have to analyze it. So this is the first condition of temperature effect. If there is a rise in temperature, compressive force will be there. If there is a fall in temperature, tensile force will be there. and this formula you have to keep in mind. Then fabrication error which is called as lack of fit. इसको बोलते हैं lack of fit in truss which is nothing but fabrication error. So इस केस में क्या होता है, if there is a fabrication error when there is a fabrication of the truss members, so there are the errors of fabrication, so that term is called as lack of fit. So lack of fit में क्या होता है, either the members will get too long or either the member will get too short. Okay, so that effect is called as a lack of fit effect. तो ये second effect भी अपने को consider करके problem को analyze करना है. So that is denoted by AEL. तो इसमें भी आपका जो चेंज होगा वो सिर्फ होगा इक्विवेलेंट जॉइंट लोड यानी एसी मैट्रिक्स चेंज होगा. सो दैट इज डिनोटेड बाय AEL. AEL, L stands for lack of fit, E stands for equivalent. So equivalent joint load matrix due to the lack of fit effect, member पे लोड आएगा. Okay, so if member is too long by delta, displacement अगर too long है, there is a expansion in the member, then compressive force will be induced in the member. Too long compressive force, too short टेंसाइल फोर्स. ये दो इक्वेशंस आपको इसमें भी ध्यान में रखना है. विच इज इक्वल टू टू लॉन्ग है कॉम्प्रेसिव फोर्स विच इज इक्वल टू AE by L into delta. That means K into delta. K is AE by L. Okay, so C is equal to AE by L into delta. Okay, and if the member is too short, then tensile force will be induced in the member, that is equal to AE by L into delta. Same magnitude. Okay, so only the nature of the force will get changed. Too long compressive force, too short tensile force. और टेम्परेचर में टेम्परेचर राइज compressive force, temperature fall tensile force. Okay, so अभी if there is a temperature effect, that equivalent joint load matrix is denoted by AET, and if there is a lack of fit effect, then temperature that equivalent joint load matrix is denoted by AEL. Okay, so what is your combined load matrix? if both the effect consider करके आपको प्रॉब्लम को एनालाइज करना है, तो AC is equal to AJ plus AET plus AEL. AJ plus AET plus AEL will gives you the load matrix. Okay, and if out of these two any one of the effect के लिए आपको अगर एनालाइज करना है, ओके, कोई भी एक इफेक्ट के लिए आइदर टेम्परेचर और लैक ऑफ फिट, तो आपका जो एसी मैट्रिक्स रहेगा दैट विल बी इक्वल टू जॉइंट लोड मैट्रिक्स तो रहेगा क्योंकि देयर विल बी लोड एट द जॉइंट. सो एसी इज इक्वल टू एजे प्लस, अगर टेम्परेचर के लिए करना है तो एजे प्लस एईटी रहेगा. अगर सिर्फ आपको लैक ऑफ फिट के लिए करना है तो AC इज इक्वल टू AJ प्लस AEL रहेगा. दोनों इफेक्ट के लिए करना है तो AC इज इक्वल टू AJ प्लस AET प्लस AEL. मतलब ये इफेक्ट जो कंसिडर करना है उसमें चेंज कहाँ पे होगा, आपका लोड मैट्रिक्स चेंज होगा, बिकॉज ड्यू टू दिस इफेक्ट देयर आर लोड ऑन द मेंबर्स, इसीलिए आपका लोड मैट्रिक्स चेंज होगा. आपका स्टिफनेस मैट्रिक्स there will be no change due to this effect. Okay, so based on this criteria, based on this effect, we will solve the problem and we will consider this effect and how to solve it, that we will see. Okay, तो ये आप फॉर्मूले अगर आप लिख रहे हो, I always told you that please keep a copy with you, pen and calculator. सिर्फ उसको आप देखो मत, ठीक है, बिकॉज एट द टाइम ऑफ सॉल्विंग द प्रॉब्लम अपन जो डायग्राम्स ड्रॉ करते हैं, स्केलेटन डायग्राम्स, अगर वो आपके सामने है देन इट विल बी इजी टू अंडरस्टूड. ओके, एंड डू द कैलकुलेशन, ट्राई टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम सो दैट इट विल बी इजी टू यू अंडरस्टैंड. तो ये दो फॉर्मूलेज अगर आपने लिखे होंगे तो बेस्ड ऑन दैट वी विल सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम. ओके, सो अंडरस्टूड, ये आपको लर्न करना पड़ेगा और ध्यान में रखना है. ओके, देन we will see the problem directly. I will take the combined problem of both the effects. Okay, temperature effect and fabrication error. Okay, so this is a problem I have taken where you have to analyze the truss shown in figure by stiffness method for the following condition. Okay, both the conditions are there. Okay, either the problem can be asked for any one of the condition, it can be asked for both the condition. Okay, either it can be asked for temperature rise or lack of heat effect. Lack of heat may either they will give you the member is too long or member is too short. तो उसमें क्या चेंज होगा? टू लॉन्ग है कॉम्प्रेसिव फोर्स, टू शॉर्ट है टेंसाइल फोर्स, लेकिन मैग्नीट्यूड वही है A/L into डेल्टा. Either temperature rise, temperature fall. Okay, so only there will be the nature of force will be there change, no change in the calculation of magnitude. And this is a given truss. This is a given truss. So you draw this truss, and for all the member, what are the two conditions are given here? The temperature rise by 20 degrees Celsius, and member AC is too long by 0.2 mm. Okay, so which value is given here? Which value is given? किसकी वैल्यू दिया है? Temperature rise by 20 degrees Celsius. What is that formula? I have told you. If there is a temperature rise, which type of the force will be developed in all the member? If there is a rise in temperature, okay, or if there is a temperature effect, so that temperature effect will be considered in all the member. सभी प्रॉब्लम सभी members में temperature effect consider होगा. Okay, so for all the members you need to find out the force. But second condition में क्या है? Member AC is long by 0.2 mm. Member AC, they will mention the member here. Out of these 6 members, they will give for any of the member. So only that lack of heat effect will be considered only that member. जैसे यहाँ पे AC के लिए बोला है. Okay, so that lack of heat effect is considered only in member AC. Okay, so member AC is long by 0.2 mm. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? Which type of the force will be developed?
Compression.
Okay, compressive force. So what is the value of delta? 0.2 mm there. So only there will be change in member AC. Yani at the time of fabrication, there will be change in only member AC. What about the other members? What about the other members? For the second condition, there will be no change in other members. क्योंकि fabrication error किस में आ रहा है? AC में आ रहा है. इस तरह से वो कोई भी member के लिए पूछ सकते हैं. AD, DC, AB और BC. But here it is asked for AC. तो only for member AC के लिए आपको compressive force निकालना पड़ेगा. That we will see. Okay. But the first condition, temperature rise by 20 degree Celsius. अभी जो effect of temperature है वो पूरे member में आएगा. Okay. So temperature rise by 20 degree Celsius. The temperature effect will for all members, for whole structure. Okay. So as I told you that there is a rise in temperature. How much rise? 20 degree Celsius. So delta T की value कितनी हो गई? 20 degree Celsius. Okay. So which type of the force will develop in all the member? Rise in temperature है. So which type of the force? आपको क्या ध्यान में रखना है? If there is a rise, compressive. If there is a fall, tensile. What is the magnitude? How you can calculate the value of C? AE alpha delta T. ये फॉर्मूला आप ध्यान में रखो या लिख के रखो. ओके. और सेकेंड AC है तो उसमें लॉन्ग है. There also the compressive force which is to be calculated by AE by L into delta, K into delta. Okay. For all members, area of cross section दिया है 20 centimeter square. For all members, area is same, and the modulus of elasticity value is 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per mm square, and coefficient of thermal expansion is always 12 into 10 to the power minus 6 पर डिग्री सेल्सियस. अगर प्रॉब्लम में दिया भी नहीं है फिर भी अल्फा आपको लेना है 12 into 10 to the power minus 6 per degree Celsius. Okay, this value you have to consider for the thermal expansion. Now you can see this truss. Okay, and also what precaution you have to take. Here the area is in centimeter square, E is in mm square, member AC is in mm. So at the time of calculation of AE by L value, I told you that you keep any one unit. If you are going in centimeter, so all should be in centimeter. If you are in meter, all should be in meter, or in mm, all should be in mm. Okay, otherwise in the first step आपका problem wrong होगा. Okay, so that precaution you have to take. So here you can see this truss. Now tell me the this problem you have to analyze for two condition. दो condition के लिए इसको analyze करना है. टेम्परेचर राइज के लिए और लैक ऑफ फिट, दोनों कंडीशन अपन लेंगे और प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करेंगे. ठीक है. नाउ यू कैन सी हियर, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द मेंबर BC लेंथ इज 4 मीटर, DC लेंथ इज 3 मीटर. सो इंक्लाइन मेंबर लेंथ यू कैन कैलकुलेट. व्हाट विल बी द इंक्लाइन लेंथ मेंबर? 5 मीटर. एंड आल्सो यू कैलकुलेट द एंगल. ओके, एंगल BDC, DBC, ये एंगल कितना आएगा बताओ. एंगल, दिस इज अ इंक्लाइंड एंगल. आपको क्यों लगेगा? टू कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू ऑफ अल्फा. ओके, सो दैट विल बी tan इनवर्स ऑफ 3/4, 36.87. तो आइदर एंगल दिया जाएगा या फिर वर्टिकल और हॉरिजॉन्टल डिस्टेंस. तो ये आप ट्रायंगल के लिए एंगल निकाल सकते हो. ओके, understood? Now tell me the degree of freedom for this structure. What is the degree of freedom? बोलते जाओ या फिर राइट डाउन इन चैट बॉक्स. What is the degree of freedom?
3.
Where? कहाँ पे पॉसिबल डिस्प्लेसमेंट है? अरे यही नहीं समझा क्या अब तक? कहाँ पे पॉसिबल डिस्प्लेसमेंट है?
A और D.
A and D. A पे दोनों डायरेक्शन में डेल्टा एक्स डेल्टा वाई. D पर किस डायरेक्शन में डिस्प्लेसमेंट होगा? D पर. सी द रोलर सपोर्ट. एंड एज वी आर सीइंग फ्रॉम द फ्रंट साइड, रोलर सपोर्ट किस डायरेक्शन में? रोलर सपोर्ट को रोलर सपोर्ट इज रिस्टेन इन विच डायरेक्शन? डिस्प्लेसमेंट किस डायरेक्शन में पॉसिबल होगा? See here, there is a 1 DOF, but in which direction the displacement will be possible? Always, in case of roller support, reaction is normal to the surface. Okay, so roller support you can see in this way. So reaction normal to the surface रहेगा. So in which direction the displacement will be possible? In y direction. Okay, you can see the orientation of the roller support. Okay, no displacement along x. Okay, if you are seeing from the front side, along x there is a reaction and along y there will be the displacement possible. Okay, so degree of freedom is 3. Now we'll plot the ये problem figure draw करो. ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद skeleton diagram भी draw करो आप मेरे साथ में, क्योंकि बाकी जो problem solve करते हैं, so अगर आपने ये skeleton diagram draw नहीं किया then at the time of giving coding and all this, फिर आपको difficulty होती है. Okay, I cannot see from here कि आप कर रहे हो कि नहीं कर रहे हो. Okay, that will be beneficial for you. So I think in two problems I told you to how to draw the skeleton diagram. So here you can see the skeleton diagram. Okay, सबसे पहले क्या देते हैं अपन, नोड नंबर, एलिमेंट नंबर, उसके बाद we are showing the arrow. Okay, yes, visible. If there is any problem occurs in between this, you please tell me, because there is a network problem. Okay, so here from this figure I will tell you how to draw the skeleton diagram. Okay, I will not give the more stress on this. Okay, so first of all, you just see here, first of all we are giving the node number. So first we are giving the bottom node, that is 1, then bottom left, bottom right, that is in circle 2. Okay, this is 2. Okay, already it is here, drawn here. Then node 3 and node 4, already it is written there. Then we are giving the member number. पहले horizontal 1, then horizontal 2, bottom 1, top 2, then vertical 3. Okay, left side, then right side 4. Okay, then incline, first 5, then 6. Okay, then we are showing the arrow. पहले member 1 nearest to this node 1. Okay, so this is arrow. So what is the starting node? 1, ending node 2. Then second member, I have shown the arrow like this, means starting node is 3, ending node 4. Then member 3, starting node is 1, ending node is 3. Okay, likewise you have to show the arrow. Accordingly the angle alpha will get changed. Okay, now you can see this angle, you can find out this angle. Okay, I think everyone should know how to find out this angle, that is tan inverse of 3/4. ये आपको मिल रहा है 36.87. 36.87. ओके, आइदर एंगल दिया जाएगा या फिर आपको कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, ये हो गया. उसके बाद we are showing the coding. First of all, freedom code. Okay, so this is a node A. Okay, so there are in both the degree of freedom कितना है, 3 है. कहाँ पे displacement? At node A in both the direction x and y, and at node D here you can see this is a support, so reaction will be normal to this surface. यानी x direction में restraint रहेगा, x direction में, because you see the orientation of the support, so x direction में reaction रहेगी. Okay, and it will be displaced along y direction, displacement along y, displacement along y. और यहाँ पे दोनों डायरेक्शन में रहेगा डेल्टा एक्स और डेल्टा ए वाई. ओके, यहाँ पे दोनों, इसलिए डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम कितनी हो गई, 1, 2 और 3. ओके, सो रोलर ओनली डिस्प्लेसमेंट जो रहेगा अलोंग वाई डायरेक्शन में रहेगा और इस डायरेक्शन में वो रिस्ट्रेन रहेगा. ठीक है, प्लीज कीप इन माइंड दिस, बिकॉज ओरिएंटेशन ऑफ द रोलर सपोर्ट इज लाइक दिस. नाउ in the skeleton diagram we will give the freedom code. तो पहले अपन freedom code किसको देते हैं, first we are giving the freedom code along where the displacement is possible. तो A पे दोनों डायरेक्शन में है, तो first will give 1 2 1 2, और D पर यानी नोड 4 पर किस डायरेक्शन में डिस्प्लेसमेंट पॉसिबल है. ओके, the displacement is possible along y direction, इसीलिए 3 यहाँ पर आएगा. ओके, don't make any mistake here, 3 यहाँ पर आएगा, not along x, because as per the orientation of the roller support. So you are 1 2 and along y 3, there will be 3. So 1 2 3 are the freedom code. Then next you have to complete. Then 3 यहाँ पर हो गया, complete along x 4. So that will be your restraint code. That will be your restraint code. देन 5 6 5 6 ये एक्स वाई कंप्लीट कर रहा है, ये भी रिस्ट्रेन हो गया, एंड 7 8 दिस इज अलोंग एक्स एंड वाई डायरेक्शन, ये दोनों डायरेक्शन में रिस्ट्रेन हो गए. ओके, बिकॉज देर आर हिंज सपोर्ट. सो योर 1 2 3 आर द फ्रीडम कोड, 4 5 6 7 8 आर द रिस्ट्रेन कोड. ओके, सिर्फ यहाँ पे आपको एक ध्यान में रखना है कि at node 4 there will be displacement along y, because you can see this roller support. I think you should understand this. Okay, first you have to assign the freedom code, then the restraint code. Don't make any mistake here. Okay, then next step 1 2 3 skeleton diagram अपन ने निकाल दिया. Okay, then after that up to the joint stiffness matrix आपका प्रॉब्लम सेम रहेगा, अप टू द जॉइंट स्टिफनेस मैट्रिक्स. ओके, देयर विल बी नो चेंज, एंड द टेम्परेचर इफेक्ट एंड द लैक ऑफ हीट इफेक्ट विल बी कंसिडर्ड ओनली इन केस ऑफ द ग्लोबल लोड मैट्रिक्स. तो अप टू द एसजे मैट्रिक्स आपका प्रॉब्लम पूरा एज इट इज सेम स्टेप्स रहेंगे. ओके, बट ओनली विल टेक अ लुक ऑन दैट. अगेन सेकेंड स्टेप इज स्टेप नंबर 2, दैट इज अ टेबल. टेबल पे अपन क्या निकालते हैं? For every member, we are finding out the value of C S, C cos alpha, S sin alpha. Then A by L, C square A by L, CS A by L, S square A by L. So then you have to write down here all the dimensions I have taken in meter. Length meter में है. तो what I have done? Area जो दिया है, area कितना दिया है? 20 centimeter square, and it is same for all the member. So that I have converted into meter square, and E it is given in 2 into 10 to the power 5 न्यूटन पर mm square है. ओके, तो उसको मैंने कन्वर्ट किया किलो न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वायर, बिकॉज लोड इज इन किलो न्यूटन. सो जनरली वी आर गोइंग विद दिस. सो आइदर यू कैन गो विद दिस डायमेंशन, या फिर अगर आप लेंथ mm में ले रहे हो तो एरिया भी mm स्क्वायर में लेना पड़ेगा, और E किलो न्यूटन पर mm स्क्वायर लेना. सो दैट इज एज पर यूर कन्वेंशन. ओके, आपको कैसा सुटेबल लगता है. सो बट कीप इन माइंड दैट ऑल शुड बी इन 1 यूनिट. सो लेंथ इज इन मीटर, एरिया इज इन मीटर स्क्वायर. सो इट इज 2 into 10 to the power minus 3, and E will be 2 into 10 to the power 8 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, then we will find out the angle alpha. So ये भी मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन किया है, अल्फा एंगल. So for member 1, for horizontal member, alpha is always 0, because global x is same as the local x. तो horizontal के लिए alpha 0, you can see in the table. Then again for member 2, again it is a horizontal member, so alpha will be 0. Okay, because again local x, global x is same. Okay, this is your global x coordinate axis. Okay, xy, gx, gy. ठीक है. एंड देन फॉर वर्टिकल मेंबर 3, अभी इसमें लोकल एक्स और ग्लोबल एक्स चेंज होगा. ओके, सो दिस इज अ ग्लोबल एक्स, ये आप ड्रॉ करके रखो कॉपी में, और ये हो गया लोकल एक्स. ओके, लोकल एक्स इज फ्रॉम स्टार्टिंग नोड टू एंडिंग. तो व्हाट इज दिस एंगल? ये एंगल हो गया 90 डिग्री. एंटी क्लॉकवाइज है. ओके, एंटी क्लॉकवाइज इज प्लस. सो फॉर मेंबर 3 angle alpha is 90. Then what is the angle for member 4? Yes, tell me. For member 4, what will be the angle alpha? Member 4 is again vertical member. So what will be the angle alpha for member 4? What will be the angle alpha? Your angle alpha is angle between global x to local x. नहीं पता? अगर आपको एंगल नहीं समझ में आता तो फिर आगे का प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने में मिस्टेक हो जाएगी. What will be the angle alpha for member 4? Okay, I will draw here. This is a member 4. Member 4. Then this is the arrow. Okay. So this is a node 2, starting node, and this is node 4, ending node. Okay. What will be your local x-axis? From node 2 node 4. Okay, along the member. तो ये हो गया LX. ये हो गया आपका LX. What will be the global x? Horizontal. ये global x. So what is the angle? Anti-clockwise with respect to global. So this is angle 90 degree. ये भी 90 degree होगा. ठीक है? So for member 4, angle alpha is 90 degree. Now what will be the angle alpha for member 5? What will be this angle? 36.87. ये भी 36 रहेगा, ये भी 36. So what is the angle alpha for member 5? Am I audible? What will be the angle alpha? Alpha is the angle between global x to local x. Yes? No one? अल्फा कितना होगा? Yes. Okay, you can see in this table. For member 5, angle will be 36.87. 36.87. This is a member 5. This is member 5. ये LX हो गया. And this is a global X. So can you see this? Now what is this angle? ये कितना एंगल है अपना? 36.87. तो ये हो गया 36.87. Okay. Now similarly you can find out the for member 6. member 6. Okay. तो ये 143.13 कैसे आए? 143.13
180 से माइनस कर
180 माइनस 36.87. तो ये मिलेगा आपको 143.1. Then remaining is calculation portion. Okay. C is cos theta, S is sin theta. ये पूरा कैलकुलेशन है. ठीक है, आपको ये कैलकुलेशन करना है and you have to find out all this value A by L and this value. Okay. Then what is our next step? Our next step is to find out the stiffness matrix along structure axis. Okay. So stiffness matrix along structure axis. SM matrix अगर आपने skip भी किया तो भी चलेगा. Okay. SM matrix, no need to write down that matrix. That directly you can take this value AE by L and you can assemble it at the time of the calculation. That is AE by L minus AE by L. माइनस ए बाय एल। तो ये स्टेप स्किप किया तो भी चलेगा, डायरेक्टली यू कैन गो विद द स्टिफनेस मैट्रिक्स अलोंग स्ट्रक्चर एक्सिस। तो ये मैट्रिक्स का जनरलाइज इक्वेशन आपको पता है, ए बाय एल सी स्क्वायर सी एस एस स्क्वायर। ओके, सो ए बाय एल फॉर मेंबर वन के लिए ए बाय एल की वैल्यू कितने है, दिस मच। सो अकॉर्डिंगली यू हैव टू assemble this matrix. Okay, what and then you have to give this coding, okay, along x and along y direction. So in the skeleton diagram you can see that SMS1 के लिए क्या कोडिंग होगा, पहले स्टार्टिंग नोड फिर एंडिंग नोड। ओके, सो SMS1 के लिए क्या कोडिंग होगा, 5 6 7 8। ओके, देन फॉर SMS2 what will be the coding, SMS2 1 2 4 3, पहले x फिर y, first x and then y, so 1 2 4 3 1 2 4 3। उसके बाद मेंबर 3 5 6 1 2, मेंबर 4 7 8 4 3 7 8 4 3, then 5 5 6 4 3 and 6 7 8 1 2। okay, accordingly starting node to ending node. So similarly we can assemble all the SMS matrix, SMS1 SMS2 SMS3 SMS4 SMS5 and SMS6. okay, here there will be the correction SMS6. okay, so and then we have to assemble the joint stiffness matrix, that is the step number 4. okay, so now up to these steps do you have any doubt? यहाँ तक अपने 2 प्रॉब्लम्स अपन ने लिए थे, उसमें से अगर आपको समझ में आया होगा कोडिंग कैसे देनी है, क्योंकि दो तीन टाइम मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन किया है कैसे देना है, और फिर जॉइंट स्टिफनेस मैट्रिक्स कैसे असेंबल करना है। तो डू यू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ टू गिव दिस कोडिंग, जैसे मेंबर 1 के लिए 5 6 7 8 दिया इन हॉरिजॉन्टल एंड वर्टिकल, सिमिलरली फॉर member 2 like that, and then we have assembled the joint stiffness matrix. So I think you'll be able to understand this, how to assemble the joint stiffness matrix. okay, and there is no need to calculation of this portion. okay, or either you can go with this matrix SFF. okay, SFF, and this is your SFR and this is your SRF. ठीक है, बट आपको जो फ्री जॉइंट डिस्प्लेसमेंट एंड सपोर्ट रिएक्शन निकालना है, उसमें सिर्फ आपको SFF और SRF की जरूरत है। ठीक है, सो यू फाइंड आउट 3 rows and 3 columns, और कैसे आपको निकालना है वो मैंने आपको बताया। डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स फाइंड आउट करो, पहले 1 to 1 कॉम्बिनेशन, then 2 2, then 3 through 3. okay, as there is a 3 degree of freedom, after 3 you have to separate it. okay, after 3 vertical direction, after 3 horizontal direction. okay, then calculate this first row, same you have to copy here. ठीक है, so only this much part you have to calculate, there is no need to calculate this portion. okay, calculation में आपको सिर्फ लगेगा SFF और SRF, and SFF depends on your degree of freedom, size of degree of freedom. so your degree of freedom is 3, so SFF will be 3 by 3 matrix, SFF will be 3 by 3 matrix. okay, so is up to the joint stiffness matrix, your problem will be same as it is, whatever we have done in the last 2 problems, same. okay, SMS up to the joint stiffness. Then the step number 6, that is a load matrix. Here there will be change in the problem. Okay, so here you can see in the load matrix. Okay, may I continue now? यहाँ तक किसी को डाउट है क्या? Up to this, will you be able to solve the problem up to the joint stiffness matrix? Or do you have any doubt while finding out the angles or while assembling the SMS matrix and how to give the codings? If any one of you is having that doubt, you please ask me. You can ask. Always I told you that you can ask me now or you can call me. But उसके लिए आपको practice करना पड़ेगा problem को. No doubt. So what is the meaning of this? आपको समझ में आया है पूरा या फिर कुछ भी नहीं? क्योंकि आपकी जो एग्जाम होगी, it is not like that कि आपको MCQs है तो आपको कुछ भी सॉल्व करना नहीं है, सिर्फ आपको ये करना है. आपको ये पूरा एनालिसिस का प्रॉब्लम जो रहेगा वो पूरा सॉल्व करके देन ओनली यू विल गेट द आंसर. जैसे फ्री जॉइंट डिस्प्लेसमेंट निकालना है या सपोर्ट रिएक्शन पूछा है तो आपको ये पूरा सॉल्व करके ही उसकी वैल्यू मिलेगी. ठीक है, डायरेक्टली यू कैन नॉट टिक एनी आंसर. दैट रफ में आपको पूरा कैलकुलेशन करना पड़ेगा, देन ओनली यू कैन गिव द. तो इस टाइप की आपकी एग्जाम रहेगी. इसीलिए many times I am asking you that please do the practice for this. Okay, then if it is understood by you, then I will go to the next step, that is a load matrix, step 6. So here you can see that load matrix. So here you can see this AC. Okay, there will be the change from these steps. Okay, that temperature effect and the lack of fit effect we have to consider from this effect. So your AC matrix जो है उसका इक्वेशन जो बनेगा वो रहेगा AJ plus AE suffix T plus AE lack of fit. AE lack of fit. So AJ means what? AJ is the joint load matrix. AJ is the joint load matrix due to the load at joint. Due to the load at the joint. Okay. AET means equivalent joint load matrix due to the temperature. Due to the temperature. And AE lack of fit means equivalent joint load matrix due to the lack of fit, that is denoted by AEL. So आपका complete AC matrix will be the addition of AJ plus AET plus AEL, क्योंकि प्रॉब्लम में दोनों कंडीशन से प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करना है. तो इसीलिए AET plus AEL plus AJ. कोई भी एक कंडीशन अगर रहती, सिर्फ टेम्परेचर इफेक्ट रहता तो आपका AC मैट्रिक्स होता AJ plus AET. AJ plus AET. Or if suppose there is only the lack of fit effect, so your load matrix will be AJ plus AEL. ऐसा रहेगा. ठीक है, तो ये ध्यान में रखो. टेम्परेचर इफेक्ट है, ओनली टेम्परेचर इफेक्ट के लिए है तो AJ plus AET. ओनली लैक ऑफ फिट के लिए है तो AJ plus AEL. AJ कॉमन रहेगा. सो AJ इज what joint load matrix due to the load on joint. Okay, so now you tell me what will be the joint load matrix here. AET AEL कैसे असेंबल करना है वो अपन निकालेंगे. What will be your joint load matrix here? प्रॉब्लम फिगर आपने ड्रॉ किया होगा तो आप मुझे बता सकते हो. व्हाट इज योर जॉइंट लोड मैट्रिक्स? AJ मैट्रिक्स क्या है? From this figure you tell me what is your joint load matrix? What is your AJ matrix? AJ means joint load, load at joint,
अभी
load
जीरो
load at
जीरो
joint.
जीरो जीरो
0 0 0 because there is a no load at any joint here. दिख रहा है आपको? ठीक है, but it cannot be every time. Okay, so if in this problem there is a no load at the joint, but in other problem if there is a load at the joint, तो वो आपको स्केलेटन डायग्राम से कंपेयर करके किस डायरेक्शन में लोड है वो आपको असेंबल करना पड़ेगा. इसके पहले जो अपन ने प्रॉब्लम लिया था उसमें मैंने आपको बताया था हाउ वी विल असेंबल दी एजे मैट्रिक्स. तो इन नॉर्मल ट्रस विदाउट एनी इफेक्ट आपका एसी मैट्रिक्स रहता है एजे प्लस एई, लेकिन एई इज ऑलवेज जीरो. ओके, बिकॉज देयर विल बी नो एनी इफेक्ट. तो एई नॉर्मल ट्रस में, प्लेन ट्रस में जीरो रहता है, इसीलिए आपका एसी इज इक्वल टू एजे रहता है. बट यहाँ पे इक्विवेलेंट जॉइंट लोड मैट्रिक्स ड्यू टू द लोड ऑन द मेंबर दैट विल बी एजे प्लस एईटी प्लस एईएल. तो अभी आपका एजे मैट्रिक्स जो रहेगा वो जीरो है. जॉइंट लोड मैट्रिक्स ड्यू टू द लोड ऑन द मेंबर वो जीरो है बिकॉज देयर इज अ नो लोड ऑन द जॉइंट. ओके, एजे. लेकिन प्रॉब्लम में अगर जॉइंट पे लोड है तो भी मैट्रिक्स आपका बनेगा. प्लस नाउ we will see how to find out this AET matrix. How to find out this AET matrix. So, what is the condition is given in the problem? There is a rise in temperature. There is a rise in temperature. What is the rise in temperature? 20 degree Celsius का rise है. ठीक है? So, temperature rise by 20 degree Celsius. So, as I told you that if there is a rise in temperature, compressive force will be induced in all the members if there is a rise in temperature. So compressive force. So C will be find out using this equation AE alpha T, or we can write down delta T, or you can write simply T also. So AE alpha T, AE alpha T. Okay. So for all members area is in given 20 centimeter square and E कितना दिया है 2 into 10 to the power 5 न्यूटन पर mm square में दिया है. ठीक है, so that I have converted into this unit, और मीटर में भी ले सकते हो आप. So 2000 into 200 into I put the value of alpha here 12 into 10 to the power minus 6 into rise delta T की वैल्यू है 20. जितनी वैल्यू दी है राइज इन टेम्परेचर यहाँ पे 20 डिग्री. सो बाय सॉल्विंग दिस वी गॉट द वैल्यू इज 96 किलो न्यूटन. ओके, so this is the magnitude we have find out. मतलब for all members which how much force will be developed in all the member, that is 96 किलो न्यूटन. ये एक्स्ट्रा एडिशनल फोर्स आएगा due to what? Due to the effect of temperature. So this additional force will develop in member. Axial force रहेगा. In all the truss there are axial force. So which type का force आएगा? Compressive force. Compressive force. Every member there will be compressive force of 96 kilonewton. That you have to show. Okay, and accordingly we will assemble this AET matrix and then we will assemble the AEL matrix. So this I will continue in the tomorrow's class. Okay, up to this I will stop here and then I will tell you how to assemble this AET matrix and AEL matrix, and then we will find out the load matrix. So once you done this load matrix, again the remaining steps are same to find out the free zone displacement and the support reactions. Okay, so that I will continue tomorrow. Please stay on the line. Up to this, do you have any doubt? कोई भी कुछ बोलता नहीं तो it is very difficult for me to understand that whether you are getting it or not. आप प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं कि नहीं कर रहे, क्योंकि आपको एग्जाम में ये पूरा सॉल्व करके ही आंसर मिलेगा. टुमारो वी आर हैविंग ओनली वन क्लास. ओके, आपको एग्जाम में जो रहेगा वो यहाँ तक रहेगा, अप टू द लैक ऑफ फिट, द सेकेंड टाइप ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम. तो ये भी उसमें कवर. तो टुमारो आई विल फिनिश दिस प्रॉब्लम. Again, I will send some more problems for practicing. But if you are having in doubt, you will have lot many doubts, no doubt. But if you'll ask me, then I can take. Okay. Please stay on the line. I will take the attendance and then you can leave. You can leave the class. You can leave the class.
You can leave the class.
सर ना 11:45 पर्यंत आहे ना. मी काय करू आता? नेटवर्क का प्रॉब्लम था मुझे। Six three seven two two seven.